back in '95, there weren't very many people on the internet, and certainly nobody was making any money at all. Most people thought the internet was going to be a fad. I do not fit the picture of a banker.
X.com, this is Julie.
Raising $50 million is a matter of making a series of phone calls, and the money is there. I've sunk the great majority of my net worth into X.com, which is the new banking and mutual funds company on the internet that I've started.
Big X.
Exactly. X.com. I think X.com could absolutely be a multi-billion-dollar bonanza, because if you look at the industry that X is pursuing, it's the biggest sector of the world.
You're an investor in Stripe, and
A very tiny investor, and I have no idea what they're doing.
wow, I know this is the only subject where I know more than you.
Okay.
I talked to them the other day. But which leads me to the question, do you think PayPal is finally screwed?
Well, if PayPal doesn't do something, it will be screwed, yes.
There has not been a lot of innovation.
No, in fact, if you look at the product plan that I wrote in 2000, there's hardly any difference. In fact, it's slightly worse than that.
We've gone backwards.
Yeah. I mean, PayPal should be where all the money is.
Yeah, and it's not.
It's definitely not.
You see them both light up?
Inside shut down. Inside boosters.
What? Look at that. That's unreal.
People who've been in the rocketry business for decades,
Yeah.
who say about you that you don't know what you don't know.
Well, I suppose that's true of anyone. How can anyone know what they don't know? But
When critics say you can't do this, your answer to them is,
we've done it.
you know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight and the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that, because those guys are, yeah. You know, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. You know, I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult.
Welcome to the Cybertruck Unveil. We created an exoskeleton. Nice. Now hit the Cybertruck.
sometimes the solar roof is positioned as a sort of a competitor to utilities, but we're actually going to need utility power to increase, and we're going to need local power generation, because if you transition all energy to electric, that roughly triples the amount of electricity that's needed. So you need about a third for transport, about a third for heating, and about a third for what we currently use as electricity. So the future is bright for utilities and for local power generation. I would expect it to be roughly a third local power generation, roughly 2/3 utilities. So I think it's a very bright future for utilities and for rooftop. Again, you can see that the transparency changes quite a bit. So from the sun's vantage point, which tends to be high angle, you can see that the solar cells, but as you change the angle to a shallow angle, it reverts to a sort of a orangey color.
You can go ahead, I think.
How fast is this?
This is still slow. We're only doing 28, 30 miles an hour.
Oh my God, oh my
we'll
God,
speed
oh
up
my God.
after we get around the corner.
This isn't just any tunnel.
We can get 100, no problem, but we'll take it easy for you. Or we will be stuck in traffic hell for the rest of our lives. I started thinking, well, maybe this could be underground. The only solution to urban congestion, because we have a 2D road network and we have buildings in 3D. And everyone wants to pile out of those buildings and into those buildings at the same time. Obviously, you're going to have a traffic jam.